Cathy Hogan. I work at Hands TheFamilyHelpNetwork.ca, and I have a split position. I'm brief services manager and child and family therapist. My son, I have some stories. One time when he was about 4, he and I were playing outside, and my mom had gone on a trip to Germany. She brought me a box of chocolates, and I put them in the fridge. So I didn't want to open them. There were all these nice shapes. And I came in the house, he had been outside playing, and I opened the fridge, and I see there's a bite out of one of the chocolates. So I went to his room, and I said, the chocolates that are in the fridge, one of them has a bite out of them. He said, I didn't do it. And I said, well, neither did I, and only 2 of us live here. So if you didn't do it, and I didn't do it, who did it? And he said, well, when you were outside, there was a knock on the door, and when I opened the door, there was a big brown bear who took a bite out of one of the chocolates. And I said, really? A bear? And he said, yep, there was a bear. And I said, well, bears shouldn't be living in the city. And he said, no, there was a bear. So I said, well, I don't think that a bear's teeth would be the size of the bite in this chocolate. And he said, well, there was a father bear, and it was him. And when I asked him how the bear could have got here, he said, well, they drove up in a car. And I said, really? A bear in a car? And he said, yeah. And so I kept saying to him that I was worried that bears are in the city and they're driving in a car to our house. And I said, was he by himself? And he said, no, there was a mother bear, too, and a baby bear. And apparently the father bear was making himself coffee in my kitchen. As the questions were asked, the story had to keep growing to answer the questions. The mother bear was trying on my earrings in my room, and the baby bear was playing in my closet. And so when I kept asking about the bite in the chocolate, that the bite marks looked so small, finally the end of the story was that there was a baby bear. He was in the closet. He's afraid of bears, so he went to the closet, and the baby bear asked him if he wanted to play, and he said no, because he's afraid. And so the baby bear took him out to the kitchen and offered him a bite of my chocolate. And he did have a bite of the chocolate. Cathy Hogan, and I'm proud to support Hands and your family story.